Hello, in this video we will write some code about by using the loops. Let's write a code that will read input from the user and let's display them on the screen, and also let's display the last character of the word that is entered by the user. So first of all we need to read a word from the user. To do that I use scanner. And let me just use KB, meaning from the keyboard, new scanner, and system.in. So here on the top we need to import the scanner class, import Java util. Okay. So after we read that, let me create a, so let's make this first, and string, and let me just say word. And here I will say word, and I will read the word from the user. Word kb dot, so let's say next. Okay, so after that, let me just display that. System out print line. Okay, so here let's say word. So let me run it. Okay, so this is not a good idea without prompting anything to the user. We just expect user to enter a word. In this case, user has no idea what to do. But anyway, so let me just say ABC, and ABC is printed on the screen. So here, just before reading, let me say system out print let's say enter word. Okay, and we read it from user, and then let's say you entered okay, plus sign. Okay, so if I run it again, enter word ABC, and then you entered ABC. So instead of displaying the word, let's display the last character. So how do we get the last character? So if you enter A, B, C, so the index of the A is 0, index of the B is 1, and index of the C is 2. So the last character, the index of the last character is 2. So the length, the number of character is 3. As you see, the index of the last character is always 1 less than the length of the character. If we have, let's say, 10 characters in a word, the index of the last character would be 9. So how do we get a character if we know the index? How do we get that from the user, from the word? So instead of word, okay, so let's say last character is, so instead of word we say word is a string dot charAt. Okay, so charAt method returns a character and it takes an index. So the index would be the length minus 1. So the length of what? It is length of word. Word dot length, okay, minus 1. Okay, so if I run it, so enter word. If I say ABC, okay, last character is C. That is correct. Let me run it again. Enter word. If I say zebra, Okay, last character is A. So regardless of whatever I enter, it always displays the last character. Um, okay, so now let's put that um, in a loop. So if I put this in a loop, so I don't want to declare word again and again, so this part is not repeated. So this part is also not repeated. I, I need only one scanner object. So these two lines should be outside of the iteration. You need to figure out which parts are repeated. Enter word. This should be repeated multiple times. And in each iteration, I want to read from the user. So this line is also repeated. And also I will display the last character in every iteration. So okay, so these three should be repeated. Let me put them in a block. Okay, so should this be a while loop or do while loop? It is up to you, however you implement. So in this case, let's make this do while, because I want to just get the word from the user right away. So the condition, what will be the condition? There are several ways that is up to you, however you want to terminate your loop. So there you cannot have an infinite loop. There must be a way to stop the condition, stop the loop. So let me just type true. Actually, even if I say true or 1 equals 1, the same thing. So let me just say true. Okay, so if I run the program, okay, enter word. If I say ABC, okay, last character is C. That is correct. ABC, enter word. Let's say Bilal. Okay, last character L. Enter word, Gonen. Okay, last character N. Okay, so when do we stop? So there is no stopping condition here. So let me just stop manually. Okay, so how do we want to stop the program? Let's say if the user says exit, and we want to just, or let's say the user types 0, then we want to stop the program. So here, first of all, I need to read the word from the user. After I read that, before displaying anything about this word, I want to check, is this 0? If it is 0, then before displaying this, I want to go outside of the loop. So by the way, let me just indent all of these. Okay, so in here, I need to have a condition. I can say if the word is 0, then we want to just go outside of the loop without displaying this part. So word equals 0. Will this work? No. What does it say? It says incompatible operand types string and int. Yes, 0 is an integer, but word is a string. As you see, we declared it as a string. You cannot compare strings versus integer. So this should be in the double quotation as a string. And what do we compare? String versus another string. So to compare strings, you cannot use equals sign. So instead of this, you must use equals. Equals. There is no need to say equals ignored case because we will put 0. Just equals is okay. And then here 0. Okay. Okay. If that is the case, what do we want? We want to go outside of the loop without displaying this. So here the keyword is break. Okay. So we check that if it is 0, we go outside. If not, then we display the last character. Okay, so let me just run this. Okay, enter word ABC. Okay, last character is C. Enter word apple. Okay, last character is E. Enter word. Let me just type 0. Okay, and enter. Okay, it is done. We go outside. And it is better to put a message at the outside of the while loop so that we know that the program is terminated. Otherwise, we will not know if program is still continue or if we are stuck in the loop. So let's say system out print line, and then we say goodbye. Please come again. Okay. So let's run it. Enter word XYZ. Okay, last character is Z. Enter word 0. Okay, goodbye. Please come again. Okay, so that's all for today. See you at the next video.